What's up, G.I. Joe fans? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Museum. I'll be your curator today. And guys, we got another limited edition for you. All the way from 1996, we bring you the Fao Schwartz exclusive F-15E pilot, G.I. Joe. An Fao Schwartz exclusive from 1996 was extremely sought after. Let's bring this guy a little closer. Was extremely sought after figure. I tracked this figure through my G.I. Joe Collectors Club manuals and newsletters and all that great stuff. Everybody was talking about the F-15E pilot. It was considered a deluxe figure. As you can see, the box is massive. And it came with a lot of accessories. And you only could get it from Fao Schwartz. So you had a ton of things going for it back in 1996 that really made collectors really want this figure so desperately. It was hard to find back then. It was hard to find. I went to Fao Schwartz. I called them, placed the order. They were sold out of the F-15E pilot, G.I. Joe pilot. They were sold out, and they were sold out a couple times. And it made it very difficult and frustrating because I felt that, you know, I was going to probably wind up having to get this guy off the secondary market. And that's exactly what transpired, because at that time during 1996, let's turn this guy around. At that time during 1996, there were so many Joes. This is when the classic collection had just came out, and as you can see, this is a Kenner figure. There's the year. Kenner was still producing these figures. This shows you just how old this figure was. Kenner was still producing, manufacturing these figures. They were leasing from Hasbro. So this was a very difficult figure to get, but I kept at it, and I kept at it, and I kept at it, until the good people at Cotswold Collectibles, and I'd say this is probably around 2006, 2007, I bought this guy from Cotswold Collectibles. And even then, he was on the secondary market. He was pretty expensive. I think from Cotswold Collectibles, with shipping and handling included, I think I paid about $65 for him. But as you can see, this is a C10 museum quality box. And I was extremely, extremely happy to get my F-15E G.I. Joe pilot. And he comes with all the bells and all the whistles. Just made to scale. I'm going to bring this guy up a little bit for you, and we'll look at the side. He comes with the famous 5th panel box. See the clouds. Just the box is just gorgeous. It's just beautifully done. It's at the sun bouncing off of the clouds. Here's the story of the F-15 pilot. Just gives you a great breakdown. And I like the way they kind of individualize the G.I. Joe. And they're telling you, this is the guy you bought. Your pilot is a member of the elite 335th Tactical Fighter Squadron, the Chiefs. See, and it's just, to me, that's just another cool part. And here's his here's his equipment list. He's like I said, he comes with a ton of accessories and equipment. This guy's loaded. He's ready to go to war. Just beautifully done. And this is they're telling you how they wreaked havoc on Iraqi forces during the Operation Desert Storm. Beautiful. Let's get you some close-ups here. I wanted this figure so desperately because, like I said, I didn't have them, and I think the wait and waiting for this guy, trying to find this guy for the right price and find him in a C10 condition. The box had to be right. All those things had to be perfect, and that's exactly what I got here. I think that made it worth the wait. See, he's got a whistle up there. I don't know what that is right there. That's his canteen. That's his little hat for us that goes over underneath his helmet, his flight helmet. It's already set up. Guys, if you're just visiting us, hey, welcome to our museum. Welcome to the family. Please like and subscribe. This is what we do here. We have fun. We share old G.I. Joe stories along with awesome action figures. Yeah, so please like and subscribe. Guys, what'd you think of the F-15E pilot from Fao Schwartz? Please, we love to hear about it. Do you have this guy? Are you looking for this guy? He's got his clipboard. He got 2 clipboards with real paper on the clipboard. Real paper. Hasbro teamed up with Fao Schwartz in the production and manufacturing of this G.I. Joe. So Fao Schwartz is a high-end toy retailer store, and anything that was sold in Fao Schwartz, you knew a few things. It was going to carry a little price tag to it, but for the most part, it was going to be an exclusive to some level or another. You know, and we covered this in our another video we did, the high cost of collecting, and I waited on this figure, and I could have had this figure much sooner than I did, but because of the price at the time, I felt like I could get 2 or 3 more G.I. Joes that I was looking for in the process, as opposed to just getting one of this figure, you know, and I waited. You know, it took me 10 years to get this figure. I say about 2006. Yeah, this figure came out in 1996. So it took me a decade to get this figure. So, but once again, he was well worth the wait. I got him exactly the way I wanted him, on my terms, financially and everything else. But I think that's just the best way to do it. Sometimes, guys, you just have to play the waiting game and be patient, and it'll come to you. But because there were so many other G.I. Joes out there during the 1996 from 1996 to 2006, there were so many other Joes I just didn't have, and that they were just coming out. You know, you had 15, 20 Joes being released, and that wasn't even counting the exclusives like this one. You know, you had an additional 7 or 8 to 10 exclusives throughout all the different retailers, the KB Toys, the Fao Schwartz, Toys R Us, Target. So there was just so many. There was so many out there, and it was so much fun being a G.I. Joe collector back then. Just being a collector, it was so much fun. We just enjoyed ourselves. The anticipation, get in there for you, of being he's got a real zipper on him. Just the anticipation of getting this guy, tracking him down and finding him, walking into a store, finding more Joes. Guys, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like going on a G.I. Joe hunt. Trust me. If you've ever did that, guys, we'd love to hear those stories. Those old hunting war stories. Guys, we got more goodies on the way. We're not stopping. We're just getting started. I'm relaxing. I'm going to grab something to eat. You guys do the same. Get you a beverage, kick back on the couch, relax, and tune in to the M.I.B. Master Museum channel. With that being said, guys, God bless. He's locked in there pretty good, too. And keep collecting.